Okay, I'm not going to hold you. I just recorded this, but now I'm recording it on a different camera. So if you're seeing this one, just know this is the second time I've spoken about this. So I wanted to talk about work life balance. And maybe you might see two camera angles because there are two cameras altogether because I forgot to mention this before. But I went to a conference in May in Phoenix, and one of the topics was how to get younger professionals into the career, so into the human services career track. This was specifically aimed at social workers. However, don't ask me why I was there. It's a long story. I was there for the nonprofit that I work for. So the the topic of work life balance came up. And it's something I completely agree with. It's not my idea entirely. I will add that to the other edit if whatever. But it's not entirely my idea. It's something that I completely agree with. I don't even know if it's the presenter's idea. But in life, we have ebbs and flows, right? In life, we have ups, we have downs. We have times where things are on easy street, things are going really well, boom, boom, bow. Then we have times where tragedy might strike, or we've lost a job, we've lost a friend, we've lost a partner. We are just kind of going through it. And work is kind of going to be like that. It's going to be a lot of times where you might be a little bit overwhelmed, or you might just feel like you're doing a lot. Here is work. Here's work. Had to figure out where the camera was. Here's work. Here's life. And you're spending a lot more time at work, whether it be to learn new things or to start networking more or just figuring out where your place is in the workforce or in your place of work. And then you might have to sacrifice some of the things that you're doing day to day in your life. You might have to sacrifice some time with friends. It might be brunch, it might be lunch, it might be dinner, it might be just hanging out, it might be going out, nights out. And you're going to be working more, and it might make you a little bit more stressed, a little bit more anxious. But I promise you, it's not always like that. And if it is, it might be time for you to change your job. It might be time for you to consider a career switch. But there are going to be times where it's going to look a lot more like this. And work is like down here. The microphone's in the way. But work would be down here somewhere. And life is up here, where you're not working as many hours, or you're not working as hard, or you don't feel so stressed or so anxious, or like you don't know anything, or you don't know enough. And you're going to be cool. You're going to be having fun. You're going to start choosing maybe to have a family if you want to have a family. Maybe dating, maybe going out more and spending time with friends and family. And work is going to be on the back burner. But what I've learned is when you're starting out in your career, whether it be your first career or a career switch, you're going to be spending a lot more time learning. A lot of time learning, a lot of time getting to know people, getting to know the industry, getting to just understand what it is that you're doing to begin with, because sometimes that'll look radically different, whether it be from career to career, place of employment to place of employment, or if you're an entrepreneur or building a brand, let's say, you don't even know what it looks like. So there may not be somebody before you to help guide you. So you're going to be spending a lot of time, whether it be alone learning or group learning, but you're going to be spending a lot of time getting to know what you're doing. I had to look at the time. Getting to know what you're doing. And it's going to be difficult. Nobody ever just walks in knowing everything. To this day, I don't know everything. I don't know if I will ever know everything. Nobody will. But what you need to consider is that nothing is forever. So when you're putting in the time and the work and the energy and you're building and building and building, it'll get to a point where you start to realize, I can start delegating. This is life. No, this is work. Which way did I do it before? This is work. This is life. You're building and building and building. And you'll get to a point where you're like, oh, I can start delegating things. It starts to even out a little bit. You get to a point where you say, I can start automating things. I can start using services. I can use software to help me do my job a little bit better, be a little bit more efficient, work smarter, not harder. And then you might get to a point where you say, you know what? I want to prioritize my friends. I want to prioritize really connecting with the people that I love, the people that I know. And I'm just going to spend a little bit less time at work. And I know what I'm doing. I have a lot of things systematically going. I have a lot of things automated. I have a lot of things in place to where I don't have to stress and worry about work. And that's part of what work-life balance is. And then let's say you're doing this for a while, life is here, work is here, but then you're ready to go to the next level, or you're ready to build something else, you're ready to do something else. You're going to start shifting again, and it's going to be, I have to spend time getting to know what this is. I have to spend time understanding who my next target audience is, or who my next target market is. And you're going to be working more again. And I just want you to understand that one is not better than the other. You're just making choices. You're making choices in your life in order to best serve what it is you're trying to get to. And there's nothing wrong with that. And work-life balance is never meant to be life here, work here all the time, or work here, life here all the time, or even work here and life here, level all the time. You're going to have to figure out when you want to spend more time working, or it doesn't even have to be working. It could be just upskilling. It could be losing weight. It could be exercising more. It could just be getting more fit. It could be reading more. It could be something so simple in speaking than in action. So I hope that I'm making sense, and I hope that you understand that it's okay. And if you're feeling kind of like, man, I'm working a lot, and maybe you don't feel like you're progressing forward quite yet, please stick with it. Stick with it and don't give up, because you will get to the point that things start to click and it seems like the sky is turning, the clouds are parting, and you'll be somewhere where you want to be before you know it. But you won't quite get there as quickly as you want to unless you're putting in that work, and work is going to kind of look like this for a little bit before life starts tipping on the seesaw, let's say. I hope this was helpful to you. It was a really quick video, might even be a short little clip, but thank you so much for subscribing if you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed and interested in more videos like this and finance, personal finance, business finance, please subscribe below. And in the meantime, I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.